Samantha, I know you're very excited
I
about this segment. I know you are.
I am, because this is one of my favorite jewelry lines, hands down. All right, well, our next guest is CEO and founder of Stella and Dot, Jessica Herrin, who created her own business. And this is so great because so many of us working moms have a tough time doing that juggle. Well, you know what? You figured it out, and a great plan for all the people who work for you, like these two ladies here.
Well, the best thing is they really get to work for themselves. And so that's really the point, was creating an entrepreneurial platform where people could define their own version of success. They could work their business part-time, be a sidepreneur, as Jess does too, is, you know, really
sidepreneur.
A sidepreneur.
Like
everybody wants to have their own thing going.
Right.
And it's not just, I started this when I actually wasn't a mom yet. And it was about wanting to have more income, more flexibility, more passion in my life, and something that could grow with you through all your different life stages, whether you're a single city woman or you've moved out to the burbs after having a few kids and they're putting this all together into a great, happy life.
So take us back to when you decided to start Stella and Dot and how that got going.
Well, I had been an e-commerce entrepreneur and co-founded the company that became weddingchannel.com. And while I loved being an entrepreneur and other women reached out and asked me for advice on how to do the same, I recognized that my advice wasn't very practical. Go get a specialized education, raise a lot of capital, take on a lot of risk. It didn't sound like a good plan. So I really got curious about what if you could democratize entrepreneurship, have a product that was a giant $30 billion industry, that was better designed, better priced, that benefited from personal styling, could be sold online with mobile apps, and if you could make it low cost of entry, something where you earned high dollars per hour whenever you wanted to do it, could you help more would-be entrepreneurs love their life, love their business? And with Stella and Dot, that's exactly what we've done.
And the answer is yes.
Yes, we can. You can.
And what I think is so interesting, and first of all, this piece happens to be Stella and Dot, which I bought
at
my daughter's preschool. They just had one of those holiday boutiques raising money for the school, and one of the preschool moms is a Stella and Dot stylist.
That's fantastic.
But it's all, the price point is very
half the line's under $50. So it's an amazing value, all quality guarantee, ships direct, all kinds of easy, affordable ways, which is why it's easy to wear and share, and our stylists make a great business with it.
When you have such a price point that is so low, how do you, as stylists, how do people actually make an income that's, something that's worth it?
I think when you get in front of this jewelry, what happens is you see the price point, you see the quality, you see the design, and you don't stop at just one bracelet. And part of the relationship between the stylist and the customer is really as that personal stylist. So during the show, or during the trunk show, it's social, you're walking around, you're sharing the jewelry, you're putting it on. And so we won't stop at one bracelet. We'll build you an arm party, which is right on trend.
An arm party.
And
you can have an arm party.
The trunk show is about $1,000, and our stylists earn 25 to 30%. So for a couple hours of styling fun, they'll leave with $250, $300. And actually, also these ladies are leaders, where they not only learn how to style themselves, but coach others to do the same, and have quite a phenomenal income of over 6 figures. Carla's built an amazing team. Jess is a rising leader, and that's really a way to make this a very full-time job and whatever you want it to be in between.
Jess, how did you get into this? What made you take the leap?
So I used to actually be a tax accountant in DC, and I decided that working a lot of hours, not too much style, but working those hours, it just didn't really jive with what I wanted to do. As I'm young and I wanted to do activities, and I have a boyfriend and wanted to experience the city. And I just moved to New York in August, and the flexibility with this business is incredible.
What have you seen in terms of your income? How has that changed from what you were doing as a tax accountant?
Comparing the hours, I'm making 3 times more than I was, and I work maybe 30 hours a week with Stella and Dot, and I can live in New York, so I'm doing well.
Very much so. And what about you? What was your story? How did you get into this? You're a mom, so you're balancing kids and a career and a home, right?
Right, and this fits in perfectly. So I had previously worked, but we moved out to the suburbs, and I wanted to experience being a stay-at-home mom. Very quickly I realized I loved being at home with the children, but I also knew I wanted to have a little bit of income as a cushion for my purchases, for things that we wanted to save for the children, but I couldn't face going back into the city. I didn't want to commute. I really wanted to be able to do it all. And so Stella and Dot was really the perfect solution.
Well, I have a question for you, because I know sometimes when I'm not shooting, I'm working from home developing projects, and it's hard when the kids come home and they bust right into my room, and how do you kind of say, okay, kids, here's my space, because working from home has its own challenges.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So my kids, at this point, I've been doing this for about 5.5 years, so they know mommy's work is here, and I have built sort of a team around me, if you will, and time block. And so I take them to school in the morning, I come home, I walk the dog with my phone in my hand, and then I actually have space in my house dedicated to my business, and I work smart hours, and I get what I need to get done so that at 3 o'clock I can actually go back out, pick them up at school, bring them home, they do their homework, I go back to my desk and do my homework.
And you definitely seem to have been doing your homework. And with you, Jessica, you kind of took that tired model of Tupperware parties and this, where you just kind of go in and here you go, girls, and really turn it on its head. How did you come up with that idea?
Reinvented it with phenomenal customer-obsessed approach, where it's all about the design, it's all about the quality and service, and also the use of technology that's made this a smarter and broader business than it's ever been before. We use mobile and social so that stylists can extend their sales all across the country, and actually their teams can be international, as we operate now in 6 countries. Wow. So it's really something that us women are on the go, all of our training, our community, it's all things that you can pull up on your phone, that you can be connected in more ways than ever before, and it's really maximized this opportunity and made it fresh for a modern woman.
So you're in 6 countries, and you've got women all over the world who you've sort of given the opportunity to have both a business life but still have their life. What does that mean for you? How's your time?
How do you relax?
First of all, we're just getting started, because only 2 out of 10 guests that come to our trunk show have ever even shopped with the brand before. So we're really looking to grow here in the US to maximize a $30 billion accessories market. So we're really just getting started. And for me, as a mom of 2 young girls, I have a almost 8-year-old and 10-year-old, and I think that working from home can have its challenges, but it also has its distinct advantages. I work very full-time, but I work my time, meaning I'm the one calling the shots. I'm the one deciding whether or not there's a meeting at the same time as a musical or not. So I can make sure that I'm there for my children. I also really value having a role model in the home that's female for my girls. I want them to see me working. I want them to realize that, you know what, food isn't free. That's what mommy's doing right now. And I know that you may have to go entertain yourself for a while, but great, tough luck. The world does not revolve around you. I don't want to raise children who have an expectation that life is always easy or that you don't work for it and earn it. So I really value having that in the home, and I think it's teaching business acumen to my girls, which I think they need just as much from me as they do heating them up a grilled cheese sandwich for lunch.
Okay, that's so true.
Well, thank you so much. And by the way, here's a really good part for you folks at home. You've got a chance to win this Stella and Dot City Tote. We are giving away 3 of them. They are valued at $149 each. Just head to our Facebook page, facebook.com/BetterTVShow, and enter to win. Good luck.